Hi, garden update. Uh, Seems like the roses growing pretty well, have new leaves. The Madagascar jasmine is so-so. Maybe they don't like winter. Let's see. It's very dusty in my area. This is the sage. It's almost time to water. Still heavy, not too dry yet. Have a lot of small leaves growing underneath. Maybe we need to transfer to a deeper pot instead of this, or maybe I just live up like this. This is the so-called holy basil. The holy basil has killed a rose plant here. This is the blossom for Chinese New Year. It seems like it's starting to have some rose flower bud. This is another type of rosemary. It's very strong scent, and I have transferred another pot over here. And I can feel like they have more like oil contents. When I touch it, you can feel like the stickiness in it. I think I have to this year have to fit my orchid. Yes, it is like dying, but it has a new leaf growing from here. Oh, it's a lot of ants. Put some ant powder first. It's not so sweet. New flower. If I don't cover it, the birds will finish it for me. I think I have to trim these things so I can have some extra plants for it. Since I put this sink over here, my roses doing better than last year. So I have to deadhead it so it will grow. This is, let's see, the roses this year is much more bigger. Sometimes when I barbecue, I just wash my meat, chicken, fish in this sink, and you can see the water drain from here. Let me have some water then to show you. This is some chunks. Even the water is dirty in here, like in this pot, but everything drained out from the pot is clear, right? So I think the plant type is not vegetarian themselves. They like fat. That's why I didn't put any fertilizer in this rose, what you call, bed, because last year it was like the flower, they're blooming, but it's very tiny and it's not as healthy as now. So I'm thinking of cutting them, like taking all them out and replant a bigger size roses. But it seems like they want me to keep them. This plant I planted when I moved into this house, and this one is smells very nice. Even the rose like that have planted before here is getting bigger. Before they are so tiny, like this size, like an inch, so the rose, and they open, and now this is my, yeah. This I think is orange or tangerine that I just purchased like from fruit, like from the supermarket. Then I just keep the seed in Ziploc bag or something and let it root. Then I transplant it. Yeah, I think it's almost time to transplant. Another roses has bloomed, and they bloom different times of the years. And I think I'm going to maybe move this over to that wall. My bay leaves have to transplant. Is lack of nutrition, I think. You can see a lot of dots over here. They need more nutrition. Like this big pot one is nicer. They they are from, that is the mother plant. This two is the children's, and this is another type of basil, bay leaves, or not basil, bay leaves. This is abandoned area. Let it dry out before I do anything with it. Figs. Oh, I think this one is, yeah. Yeah, I think two figs. This not yet, it's hot. This two is done. Another one is hot. This is another type of rose. It's big, but uh, have some aroma on it, fragrance on it. Need to fertilize. Camella. They have trimmed the trees, but I'm thinking of should I like trim it a little bit shorter, because the tree next to like the neighbor's tree has blocked all the sunlight from the east. That is the east side of my house. That's why they have to grow taller in order to chase the east side sun. And I have trimmed the passion fruit all the way down. Hopefully it can grow here. Time will tell. The roses not so well in this area. Have fertilized, but don't know. This is my rocket burner, doing very well. Helped me a lot without any smoke is, but I have to be quick because it just burns so fast. That's why I have to cut all the leaves of, I put the leaves underneath and the branches from the top. This tomato have fruit, start to have fruit. Um, Before I was like a small plant, just maybe 2 inches, 3 inches tall. It seems like over a month they not seems like they're not growing. So I put them here. No fertilizer, no nothing, just the filter water from the pond coming up from here, and it's grow like boom 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 so fast. No fertilizer. I have done nothing, just the water from the filter pond. That's it. It seems like this is like plum size, plum shaped lemon. Yeah, this too. I think I'm going to dig it out and transplant, like redo the soil and put it back. Lemongrass. My part-time helpers took half of it, and my father took some of it, and this is what is left. Because uh, during the past last week being very cold, so I think when the spring comes it will grow very fast. I just take, like, when I want to cook something with lemongrass, I just take it from here. Seems like the black satin, I think this is a blueberry or whatever it is, never fruit, is like maybe not for our weather. You can see a lot of, need to do a lot of that head. I just put them down before, so it goes sideways, and it has more flowers right now. This rose has been here for 20 years, I think. So I asked the helper who works here before, like, they say, oh, never see them bloom so many. Is because they didn't know the trick that you pull them down so they will bloom more. And they have more size shoot. From the way I deadheaded it, so you know, like it has a lot of flowers, and you can see I'm trying to cover it like this so it will not have too much weight, but still have tons of it from times to time. This plant, actually this plant bought it from the bird. We didn't plant it, and they have very like neon pink flowers. Mulberry starting to have tiny berries, no leaves, meaning it's time to fertilize. And this one, I tried to use these tools to bend it out instead of like going straight up, but it is very hard. It's still hard. It's sweet. It's so sweet, and but it don't have the taste of mulberry, like this tiny like sourness or whatever. You can see my, this is another type of basil, Thai basil, or you can tell like a Vietnam basil. It's time to, I don't know, trim, whatever. This one also have a lot of fruit. You see, I'm so lazy to take care of it, because I have too much citrus. So we'll trim it all the way down. This is my favorite one because I like it like sweet and sour. Oh, sorry, sweet and sour. This one, long đám cut. My star jasmine not doing well. Hoping The wisteria would have some growth this year. I think so. You can see the flower bud. This one, after I dig out some of the plant, is grow bigger and have flowers. Yeah, I need to put it back up. The the iris have longan this year, but not so sweet. I don't know why. You can see some of the fruit has dropped in it. Need to clean up this weekend before Chinese New Year. This grow a lot. Also need to fertilize or maybe transplant to a bigger pot for it to grow better. Yep. Okay, this is my backyard garden. This is another, we call it Phật Sáu Qua, or some people call it Hap Zhang Qua in Cantonese. And I grow this is not because I want the fruit, I want the vegetables like yeah, um, ginger, sweet potatoes, uh, watercress. I have trimmed this trees. This is my what you call recycle bin. You can see all the eggshell. And I didn't plant this pumpkin in purpose. I just dump everything and the seeds grow. So I just pull them out from here and transplant it here. And one put it here. It seems like this soil maybe don't have enough nutrition. It's not growing. And that one is because my father tried to pull one of the plants out and he didn't put the other one back. So it's killed my plant. I have two type of ginger. This one have stronger aromatics, very strong even though it's tiny. Need to transplant to a bigger plant. Uh, this one, as you can see, I have trimmed it, have new, is starting to flowers again. And I just leave some of the fruit on it. Looks better. My pandan leaf growing well. Have to cut it. You can see this is galanga. Have to plant. The birds eat my parsley. Sorry, basil. So I have to cover it. So otherwise, I'm not able to use it when I need to. My curry leaves. So I have cut it. That one. And then I use that two tips. Put it in here. And seems that it's grow. Okay. Need to fertilize, I think. Okay. So what pandan is that after you cut it, you can see it's grown from it. So it's almost time for me to cut them. Have some going from a small baby plant going from there. This never been flower when I move in, and I asked the people who lived here before, and then they never see this plant flowers. So I have cut it all the way, like trim. It seems like have some surprise for me. I don't know, just leaves or will have flower. Wait and see. I have cut, trimmed, pull out all the dead ones. It seems like it's, I don't know, I'm still thinking of should I keep it or not. And the rose in here I have pull out because is maybe the weather is too hot for it. And this is another type of adjustment. I just let it grow and I transplant it. This roses, you can see I have cut some of it and it's grow pretty well, but no flowers yet. Don't know what color is it. Is three plants, only one left is hardly survive. It's too hot during the summer in this side. The sun is too strong. And you can see this roses is the same as the one inside. So maybe this here, like the feng shui is not so good. And I'm thinking, like, you can see I trimmed a lot of it already, but I think I still need to thinning it. Yeah. The pad, like the leaves is very tiny and not the same as the one inside. They are the same plant. Even the Madagascar jasmine is not growing so well in this side of the house. And seems like this plant, these three plants is the same. There's the same type of like very fragrance flowers that is edible during the Chinese New Year. I'll use them to like brew tea or make dessert. And I don't know, like maybe someone put their fruit in. These things grow this year and I have cut it. It's so dangerous, you see. I think it's from the seed of the pomelo. It looks like it. See what to do with it. It's been, you know, very strongly hot. And I don't fertilize my plants that often. Maybe that is the problem. So I have put another arch here. So hopefully during the, I'm thinking of maybe put something like this, like plastic to cover the rain. You see, same plant. The leaves in these roses is totally different from there because that side is facing north. Okay, that's it for my garden update. Oh, that's a tiny surprise. I thought it's dead. It seems like it has new greens coming out. Okay, thank you for your time. Bye bye.